Hello, my friends, and welcome. Welcome once again to stately Vaughan Manor. So today, I've got some epic announcements for you. I got some news about some things that are going to be happening here at stately Vaughan Manor and on my channel. Just a few things I just want to throw out there to keep you informed. So, the first thing are some things that I'm going to be doing on the channel. Now, you might know that on Wednesdays I talk about comic books in my graphic novel spotlight, and also Steve Donoghue on his channel, he talks about comic books on Wednesdays. Now, one thing about comic books, one thing in comic books that make them more exciting is when there's an exciting team up. And so Steve Donoghue and I are going to be doing a world's finest team up, in a manner of speaking. And on each of our channels on Wednesdays, we're going to be talking about a different Marvel epic collection. And if you're unfamiliar, an epic collection is one of these. Sweet Christmas! It's Luke Cage! So yeah, this is an example of an epic collection. Will you be quiet? My dog doesn't even care that I'm making a video. I'm making a video over here. Can you just behave for 5 seconds of your little life? I don't know that she can, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the announcements. Luke Cage. Yes, this is a Marvel Epic Collection. This one is the first volume of Luke Cage. This contains Hero for Hire, number 1 through 16. And that became Luke Cage Power Man, number 17 through 23. So there's a lot of comics in this. And so what these epic collections are is they're just a big volume that just have a ton of comics. They'll have like a whole run of 20 or so comics usually, if not more, of a particular character or title. And this one here is Luke Cage, one of my favorite Marvel characters, actually. And so I will be doing that on Wednesdays, and Steve Donoghue over on his channel will be doing that. My young friend Steve Donoghue will be doing that. So it'll be exciting. And he talks about it a little bit. He talked about it a little bit in a video he just did. And so I'll link that down below because he talks about an Avengers Epic Collection, so you kind of can see what we're going to be doing. So that's an exciting time. Comic books, Marvel Epic Collections, I've got hundreds of these. So I've been collecting these for a while, and every time new ones come out, they just ship them right over here to stately Vaughan Manor. So I have plenty of epic collections to be talking about. So that's what's going to be happening on Wednesdays. And then I'm also reading every issue of the X-Men, and I have the first 7 epic collections of that. So as I go through those are the epic collections I'll be talking about because I want to keep you updated on my X-Men reading, though those will be going far beyond the epic collections. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing here on the channel. Another thing I was thinking about, I was trying to decide what to do on Saturdays. I know I wanted to do something on Saturdays. I've got my Sunday Penguin, and I've got my Mythos Monday. And so there was something that I wanted to have like a set thing to do on Saturdays. And I was tossing it up between 2 different ideas about what I was going to do on Saturdays. And I couldn't decide between them. And there is only one Saturday. So I'm going to kind of flip them. Once in a while I'll do one thing, and once in a while I'll do the other. Why not? I make the stupid rules up here at my stupid channel. So one of the Saturday things that I'll be doing regularly is Sherlock Saturday. Yes, I'll be breaking out Sherlock Holmes. Now, I've read Sherlock Holmes dozens of times. I have Sherlock Holmes, a couple different annotated versions of Sherlock Holmes. When I first started the channel, I did a whole video on Sherlock Holmes, but I want to talk more deeply about Sherlock Holmes. Now, he has a ton of adventures. So on Sherlock Saturdays, we'll be talking about particular Sherlock Holmes adventures, whether we're talking about a novel Like the first Sherlock Saturday will be a study in Scarlet. Or if we're talking about a short story, like The Man with Twisted Lip, for example, is a Sherlock story. So that'll be fun. Sherlock Saturdays. But I'm going to alternate that with Supernatural Saturdays. You know, I've got my Mythos Monday, and it looks like I'm going to be doing that for a little while because there are a lot of Mythos stories I want to talk about still, or non-Mythos stories. We're on the non-Mythos Lovecraft stories now. But there's a ton of other classic horror that I want to talk about because there's a lot of cool classic horror out there that doesn't get enough attention. And so I'll be alternating Sherlock Saturdays with Supernatural Saturdays, where we'll be talking about a particular supernatural novel or story that I feel is important in the classic horror genre. So yeah, Supernatural Saturdays, Sherlock Saturdays, I'll do them both. It'll be thrilling. So I'm going to be doing those things upcoming on my channel, and also starting next month, because I know you know I don't have enough reading projects going on in my life that I had to just toss one more on. You know, I've got the vintage science fiction reading project. I've got the Read Every Book by Stephen King project. I've got the James Herbert, the Frank Herbert. I always get those two confused, and they're completely different writers. I've got the Frank Herbert-a-thon, where I'll be reading every book by Frank Herbert, except for that computer book that he put out in the 80s. I'm not reading that. Justin at Just In, he read that for me, so I don't have to. Yeah, and I've also got the Retro Necro, where I'll be talking about the Necroscope books. But I'm going to toss one more log on the fire there, because starting next month, I'm going to be starting the Great Edgar Rice Burroughs reread. Now, when I was a young man, even younger than Steve Donoghue, I read every book that Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote. Well, almost every book, pretty much. But that was a long time ago when I read all of them. So I'm going to start reading them again and talking about them here on this channel. So it'll be the Great Edgar Rice Burroughs reread for me. So that will be exciting. Yeah. So the Great Edgar Rice Burroughs reread, which I'll be starting next month. So yeah. Look out for, and then of course I'll be reading through them and talking about individual Edgar Rice Burroughs novels, like this one here, which I'll get to someday, Tarzan the Magnificent. Look at that great cover. That's just such a beautiful cover by Boris. Really iconic Tarzan cover there. So yeah, that's another exciting thing that I'll be doing. So I just want to keep you guys informed about all the excitement we've got coming up here on the channel. So yeah, I can't think of anything else I'm going to be doing on my ridiculous channel. But if I think of anything, I'll let you know. So I will probably be skipping this Saturday though, because I'm going to be going up to the rustic Vaughan Lodge for a couple of days. And so I'll be filming my Sunday Penguin up there and my Mythos Monday up there. And I might have to drag an Epic Collection up there and film one of those up there too. So yeah, I will see you next, probably, if all goes well, from the rustic Vaughan Lodge. Okay guys, I will catch you next time here at stately Vaughan Manor. Bye guys.